Whoopity fuckity wuck duck. Gonna kill some fucking bats. Thank God. Alright, we can fucking play this game now because I killed the goddamn bats.
In between every 2 episodes of this last couple Zelda playthroughs, I've said, Vic, you can start the show however you want, and every single time it's wiggity whippity whippity.
That's my favorite way to start it.
Although back in Sonic, I started off every episode with whippity 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 whippity.
You're a more fast-paced idiocy than me.
Yeah, yours is more of a long,
mine is
slow,
more calculated,
fucking drawn out death.
I have a certain pacing with my misery.
Mine feels like you're watching someone else die. Yours feels like you're dragging everyone down with you. Like you're all going to hell with me.
That's the goal.
Oh man.
Oh, we're in the ice cavern.
We had like a really consistent
son of a bitch
discussion in the last episode.
We kind of did, yeah.
That was great. What else have you been up to other than watching Chappie? Anything worth talking about?
Film stuff. Actually, I did, because you were making fun of me before about how my film stuff never has a point. Right. But I found a discussion topic relating to my film stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm glad you were so excited about it that you had to gesture with your hands and take them off the controller.
God damn it.
I'm just pointing it out so that our audience knows why you stopped moving at the time.
So, I had an interesting feeling the other day because I'm working on my own project. I'm trying to get a film going, and I'm looking for the main cast right now of actors.
Actors.
Yes. So a friend of a friend is this guy. He acts. He seems pretty good. So I had him audition for.
Oh man, this is gonna be 2 episodes.
Oh shit.
2 episodes of you pushing this fucking block.
Fucking bats!
Assuming you don't die to the bats first.
I'm gonna kill all the bats in the room before I do anything.
Bats, 1.5 schmillion, a number undermining how they duck and dive. Different, I was waiting for an hour and I merely saw 6. Some thought it was a bust. I thought it was the shit.
Okay. Anyways. So I'm auditioning this guy. All I've heard about this guy, like, is that he's kind of, like, he's very egotistical, you know, very actor attitude. Like, I'm his friend on Facebook. This guy is, like, a professional athlete. He's, like, won awards for surfing and shit. Like, total, like, brotastic guy.
Is he like Edward Norton in Birdman? Actor? Actor's actor?
No, I mean, he hasn't acted enough to really...
Right. I was mostly joking. But
yes. But anyways, so all I've heard about this guy is that he's got a big ego.
Right.
So, like, I'm expecting him to be, you know, kind of a pain in the ass. And then, like, I met him briefly before we did the audition. You know, he seemed pretty brotastic. And then when I did the audition with him, all of that ego totally melted. And it was interesting to me because he had seen my inspiration film. And he thought it was super great and cool. And so he's like complimenting me, like praising me. Or? Yeah, when I debuted it at school because he's a student. Okay, I didn't think I could push this because I thought it was like in the ground.
Oh, that's why you've been... Yes,
I legitimately, it looked half the height. I thought it was in the ground.
I just thought you were trying to like figure out the puzzle in your head, and then I thought you were running around because you had taken your other hand off the controller and were gesturing. So I was like, but I didn't want to say anything in case you were...
I was looking for a way to get the block out of the ground. I thought it was in the ground.
Oh man.
Anyways, so yeah, this guy had seen my stuff and thinks I'm great, and so I noticed
Inspiration's
that,
on YouTube, right?
Yeah,
so
you can go watch it on YouTube.
On where?
Modal Productions has it.
Does it? Are you sure?
Yeah, definitely. It's on both my channels,
All
Modal Productions and my normal one.
It should be on Modal Productions, but if it's not, it'll be on Victor Collins. But yeah, Inspiration's what? 6 minutes long-ish?
Yeah.
Cool little short film. Go check it out. It's actually relevant to our last discussion.
Can I finish my?
Wait! Just real quick, I want to bring this up about Inspiration because you'll agree with me. Remember what the first criticism you got of it was?
What was
that? It was combining a song that was too serious with a comedic situation, which is like exactly what we were just talking about. You can destroy the block by pushing it into the.
Which now it's like, wait, what?
If you push it into the ether, it'll come back where it was.
I wasn't
I'm saying
sure
you
if I
have
wanted
to
reset it. Okay, so the point I was getting to make about this guy is that based only on what he had seen of my work, this guy took me way more seriously than anyone else takes me. Because I never take myself very seriously.
Right.
And I still feel like this kid who's trying to get into this thing. And then this guy totally treated me like I was a cool professional.
Right.
Which was interesting, especially knowing that he's like kind of an ego guy.
Right.
That he has put my ego above his own. And I have kind of broken through that. And I thought that was very interesting, and it was a whole new feeling that I never felt before.
Right.
Of someone really taking me seriously based on my work.
Right, on the merits of... That's pretty interesting, especially because I had gotten in the impression that no one liked Inspiration as much as I did.
Oh no, I mean, nobody has gotten like the plot and like any subtlety that I wrote into it, but the
Right.
fact that it looks so good is really impressive
Okay,
on
yeah,
a
there
student film level.
Right.
Where it's like most people are not making stuff that looks
Like,
that
what
good.
did you shoot it on? Did you shoot it on Mom's
Yeah,
camera?
on Mom's 5D Mark III,
Okay,
which
yeah.
it doesn't look nearly as good as it should because the render
they
was
don't know
bad.
that.
Yeah, nobody knows that. Which I always tell people, I'm like, it should look better, but the render was bad.
Right, but
Because it really bothers me.
That kind of makes it even more impressive if it looks like
Yeah,
really good
well,
and it's a
because
bad
what annoys
render.
me is that people always go like, "Oh, what camera did you? You get such a nice camera on that." I'm like,
Right.
I could have shot that on a T3, you know, just a regular entry level camera. It would have looked the exact fucking same because I know what I'm doing. So it's like you don't immediately assume that the camera did all of the work for you.
Right.
It's like it's a little cheap to suggest
Called
that.
they don't understand fucking lighting.
Well, it's lighting. I mean, the lighting was very simple. It's just I did it right.
Right.
And a lot of it had to do with the shot composition and just the fact
shot
that it was well
composition
done.
was what made it like work.
So I hate when people just comment on the camera work. And like, there's a lot of thought that I put into the script that people see my slider move and they're like, oh, the slider part was so cool. And I'm like, did you pay attention to the story at all? Was it even that good? I mean, it was simple, so I don't blame them.
I mean,
But either way, yeah,
it's
gotten
also
me,
got no dialogue.
It's gotten
so-
me recognition, which is good.
Yeah, I'm amazed at something that you essentially wrote and shot yourself with one actor.
Yeah.
Is like that definitely makes it even more like, damn, Vic, kind of a badass. You like literally just made this thing essentially with what was it, 3 people total?
Yeah.
And it's enough to get you recognized. That's pretty cool.
Because it looks good and it's comprehensive and it's like I've been doing this for a while. I know what I'm doing. I'm finally getting to the point where it's like shit looks good.
All right, well, we've been sucking your dick for a while. Was that all you had to say about that?
I don't know. I know you must have had similar experiences with your pony stuff where people are like sort of looking up to you and putting you on a pedestal to an extent.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, to a lot of extent. It's the thing is for me, like, you know how I'm always saying that like my life only exists in 3-month chunks.
Yes.
Just push it to the left, it'll hit the one, it'll be fine.
But I need to go back
Like
up
that
to that room.
Yeah, it's that
Okay.
way.
This fucking part, man. Ice blocks.
Well, when I say that about like my life only being in 3-month chunks, it's like really hard for me to remember how I felt more than 3 months ago about anything. And so like I'm sure that there was a time where it was really shocking when people like praised me for stuff, but I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
And like I can't really remember what it felt like to hear that for the first time, you know? And I'm sure it must have been shocking cuz like as an anime blogger, you know, I had people praise my work before, but always from the perspective of I was always a very young guy doing stuff.
And I've had people praise my work, but it's usually people I know, you know.
Right.
This guy had no idea who I was. So he had no preconception of like what I've done, who I am.
Right, whereas when I praise your work, it's like,
it's like
I
you're my
know
brother.
you're a badass.
Yeah, and you love everything I fucking do almost all the time.
I have liked your work more. I think I'm probably your biggest fan.
And he said, like, we screened maybe 15 people's thing that day, which mine was the last one they screened because I guess my teacher liked it the most. But he was like, you know, they weren't impressed by a single one. They were very disappointed until mine came on and I was the only one they cared about. And I was like, that is amazing to me, to hear someone else think that.
Who is they? Like,
it was him and the girl who was my friend who introduced me to him.
I see. Yeah,
She was the girl from the Margarita story.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm sure it happened, but I'm trying to like pinpoint like when the first time I was like, 'cause I know the fact that my videos got any attention at all was already like a big deal to me.
Yeah.
And then when people started making it out like it was like people started making it a bigger deal, but like so many of my fans were really young. It was mostly like kids and stuff who were praising me, and people who were more my age more thought of me as a peer. There weren't a lot of people my age who were like putting me on a pedestal. And if anything, I'm closer to that now because my anime work is much better than my pony work, really. And I've got more people like my age being like, dude, your shit is like really impressive, you know. And people always tell me, oh, you should be a professor and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't have a lot of peers who do the same thing I do, who are in my line of work, who are really in a position to say something like that. Like, there's not a lot of people who can say that to me, and I will take it seriously. You know, if someone like Demolition D came up to me and was like, dude, your videos really impress me, then I'd be like, I've done something. But you know, he's only been like, yeah, your videos are pretty cool, you know. And most of the people who have been impressed with my stuff are either younger than me, or I don't find their work to be as good as mine.
Definitely.
You know? I guess it's also that I'm very
time,
confident, you know.
Yeah.
Like the people who do think like who are on my level who think I'm good, like for instance Jesse Wood. Jesse Wood loves my content, but he would never say that anyone was better than him.
Of course.
He would never believe that for a second, that anyone was better than him. You know, he thinks he's the greatest person ever. So I don't have a lot of people like that. You know, most of my friends don't want to put someone like way above them, unless that person deservedly belongs way above them.
Yes.
But I don't know. I guess I don't really have an answer to your
question. It's nice to get a pat on the back sometimes. It's nice when people acknowledge you and you're like, oh my god. Because so many people just don't. They'll just be like, oh yeah, that was good.
Right.
Then you're just like,
like I said,
they don't even think about what you're doing.
It's mostly an issue of most of the praise I get comes from people who I would consider peers. Yeah. And I don't get a lot from people I would consider better than me. Like people I really look up to, you know. If I got like praise from, like I said, and I don't necessarily think that Demolition D is better than me. I can't
put these on a C-stick button. Ooh. Oh, this game is...
Yeah, that's why... That's what made the Water Temple so infamous. Because you're going to have to do this constantly. Yes. If like, Mr. B-Tongue, like, really was, like, into my videos or something, you know, someone who's... Or Plinkett, somehow... Even if it was just someone who's more famous than me, it doesn't necessarily have to be that they're like better or worse as video makers. But like, if Aaron Hansen praised my work, I'd be pretty fucking hype. You know, because it's like someone who you really
respect and admire.
Well, it's less about the respect and more about the fact that their time is limited and and the things that they see. Like for instance, and
the fact that they see so much stuff.
Like the other day, I got really fucking excited because Game Grumps put out, they started doing Super Mario 64. And in the first episode, Aaron Hansen gives a big shout out to Matthew Matosis. Yeah. Who's one of my favorite video makers who did an amazing video on Super Mario 64. He did this big analysis series. And like, what makes that special, it's not that Aaron Hansen himself is so he's not necessarily better than Matthew Matosis. You know, his videos are more entertaining, but as an analysis guy, they're pretty much on the same level, right? But like,
hold on, let me think for a second. Where do I get the fucking water tunic? Do I have to revive this guy?
You get it from the Zora shop.
Okay, so I need the...
You need to put fire, like...
Because there's usually a way you buy something, or you have
gotta
to...
melt people
like,
out,
get something.
I think. No, go to where the Zora shop is and see...
I'm pretty sure you need to get the fire to get in there.
Maybe you need the fire arrows? I don't know.
No, those have nothing to do with the eyes.
Well, anyways, yeah. You know, Matthew Matosis has this big, epic series of videos that are super long. Yeah. And, like, the idea that someone as big as Egoraptor took the time to watch it and then took the time to, like, mention it on Game Grumps, like, you know, he respected it enough to promote... Because you're getting mentioned by a video that's going to be watched by probably at least 500,000 people, if not up to 1 million. You know, Mario 64 is a big game. I mean, I sat there and watched Matthew Matosas' subs go up by 3,000 within the day. You know, he went from 60,000 to 63,000. So, yeah, I was like, wow, this is exciting. You know, someone who I really respect is getting ups from someone else who I respect, and you know, I want that. You know, I do get like. There's a certain why did I do that? When you're kind of big, you get mentioned by a lot of people who are smaller than you, but not a lot by people who are bigger than you. Yeah. Because people who are smaller than you are watching everyone, you know, and trying to build themselves up, but people who are bigger than you know, are overwhelmed by everything. They don't have time to watch everyone. Like when I was really big as a pony guy, I ran out of time to watch all the pony shit. You know, like originally when I got into it, I was promoting everyone, I was picking up everyone's content, I was watching everyone's videos, and then there's actually a video out there called I Can't Keep Up With It Anymore, like where I just was like, guys, there's too much. You know, like I cannot be at the center of this anymore because everyone knows me now, and everyone's sending me everything, and I don't have the time, and I don't care enough to watch all of this shit, you know? So, and that's how I was at 70,000 or so subscribers. You know, imagine how you'd be if you were Egoraptor, with 2 channels totaling 3 million subs between them. You know, like, there's no way he conceivably has time to watch stuff that people send him. So, like, whereas if you sent me right now some random anime analyst, I would probably watch it immediately. Yeah. I don't care who you are that's sending me the video. I don't care what the video is. I would watch it because I'm not constantly inundated with shit, you know? I want to find more analysts. I'm excited about it. If you send me one, I will. If people were sending me analysts all day, every day, I just would not watch it. I do not have time. Man, is this really the only way to do this? You had to go all the way back to this cave? Yeah. Seems like such a pain in the ass.
Fuck my ass. I thought I was done with bats.
You know, in the latest Game Grumps, Danny Sexbang said, fuck my ass.
Really?
Yeah. He said
that means that
they're clearly watching us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, really, Trevor is the trendsetter here. Yeah.
Wasn't he actually saying eat my ass, though?
No, he was saying fuck my ass.
I know he also says eat my ass. Yeah, or I'll eat your ass or something. So, a lot of ass. We have to finally explain this joke. Our friend Trevor just says fuck my ass all the time.
Yeah, that's his catchphrase.
But he says it like very violent, like fuck my ass. And then like
it's the best.
Like I guess he wasn't expecting everyone, because we always just like, oh, all right, you know, like, and he's just like, it's kind of losing its impact when everyone just agrees.
We're so cool with it.
But yeah, and then we started saying
that's how you feel, bro. I mean, brah.
So now you understand why we say it so much. And if you're playing the drinking game, you probably just had to drink a lot. Although the rule was only when Victor says, fuck my ass.
True. True story, bruh. Zora's Fountain.
No, weird fact, our voices have gotten easier to distinguish over the years.
Probably true. I mean, everyone fucking sounds the same as a kid. They sound like little assholes.
I don't mean like that long. I mean like GameCube chats.
I see.
Me, you, and Shade all sound pretty much the same.
Interesting. Well, I mean, you've had much more voice practice time.
That's true.
And I've gotten much more comfortable talking to a microphone.
I do sound way different now than how I did before.
Surprisingly, I like the microphone. I like the way it picks up my voice. I don't hate my voice when I watch your videos. Yeah. Which is good. It feels like how it sounds in my head, and I like that. I do stutter too much when I'm trying to talk fast, which I'm probably doing right now. But then it's not horrible.
Yeah. I've always loved the way my microphone picks up your voice, even more than mine. Because your voice has lots of lows, and it really gets them all.
Like, especially with our old Project Awesomeness stuff, it's just like I sound like a fucking dipshit. Right. The microphones aren't very good.
This is the end of this episode of Digibro.
Oh no, but we unlocked the door!
Alright, you know what? You can go get the suit and then we'll end it.
I'm not gonna have enough money. That's the funny part.
Oh, are you serious?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you need to get the fucking adult wallet. God damn it! How do you get the adult wallet?
You gotta find Skulltulas.
Oh shit.
Hold on, there's got to be a better way to do this. In the meantime, between episodes, we'll look at a guide.
Yes, we're gonna look it up. All right, that's it for this episode.